productive morning. So yesterday I went and actually signed up at my local gym, which was really exciting for me because over the last 6 or so months I got really into my running journey and I stopped craving going to the gym. I used to be absolutely obsessed with weightlifting. I loved the feeling that it gave me, but I just stopped feeling that. So I stopped going. I decided to focus on running for a bit, especially throughout summer. That was a really nice way to exercise. But now that I'm back in Cardiff, I'm in a new place, I feel like I'm starting my new era. I really felt that craving again to go to the gym. So that's exactly what I did yesterday. I did a very intense, actually, lower body workout, and then I booked myself in to go today, mainly to do an upper body session, but also because as part of my membership I get this onboarding session where I get to chat with a personal trainer. They take you around the gym, show you how the machines work. After that we ended up doing like a 45-minute PT session, which was not what I was expecting, and it was all focused on lower body. So I was burning, my ass was on fire. I really struggled, but it was worth it. I wasn't gonna say no. And then I decided to power through and do my upper body session because that's what I went for. So I'm really happy I got that in. I feel really good. I can feel the endorphins pumping. I'm just at like a spot in my life where I'm really ready to start taking care of myself again. I feel like this kind of stuff just ebbs and flows in life, and I go through phases where I'm really focused on fueling my body and working out and really just focus on self-care, and then other times of life other things take priority, like work and social life and friends and family and whatnot. So I'm just trying to find a balance, and now that I have my own space and my own kitchen, I've really been into the meal prepping. I'm so happy about it, and I figured now that I have my own kitchen I can film as much as I want. So I'm gonna film a little bit of my meal prepping today. So first things first, I've seen these viral blueberry lattes everywhere on TikTok and I really want to try it. So I'm gonna make myself the blueberry syrup, which I have absolutely no clue how to make, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it. So I'm gonna throw my blueberries onto a pan with a little bit of water. Then I'm going to leave that to simmer on a low heat. Now that the blueberries are all soft, I think I'm just gonna try and squish them and form almost like a jam and see how that turns out. And then afterwards I'm definitely going to strain it because I don't want it to be all lumpy, but I want to get as much juice out of all of the blueberries as I can. That actually tastes quite nice. I'm excited to see how that tastes in a latte, but I'm gonna save that to try tomorrow with my morning coffee. And for now, we're on to meal prepping dinner. So I'm really craving these spinach and feta pies that my mum usually makes, and I've never made them myself, but I found some gluten-free puff pastry. I'm gonna make them into kind of like pasties rather than pies and see how it goes. I'm really excited. I'm gonna make them with a nice big chopped side salad. I think that's going to be a really, really yummy dinner for the week. While those are in the oven, I'm gonna make a homemade salad dressing because I'm trying to make a conscious effort to lose a bit of weight and fuel my body with some nutritious, healthy foods. And one of the things that I've done in the past is really restrict myself, which is something I don't want to do this time around. I want to really focus on making healthy swaps. So instead of loading up a salad with a bunch of mayo and high calorie dressings, I'm going to make my own kind of like higher protein, yummy, creamy salad dressing. The base of it's actually going to be using Greek yogurt, which is a trick I learned from my sister. It's so yummy because it makes it so creamy. So we're just gonna do a decent spoonful, or probably 2 spoonfuls of that. I'm honestly not using any kind of recipe. I'm just going to eyeball it and add things as I feel I need to. And then to make it even creamier and add a few little healthy fats in there, I'm gonna do half an avocado. I'm gonna just pop in a tiny dash of milk to thin it out. And then just a bunch of seasonings, so obviously some salt and pepper. I'm gonna do some mixed herbs, just a little bit of garlic since I loaded the pastries with so much garlic, and then some paprika and some chili flakes for a little bit of spice. That was quite a lot. Okay, that's still really thick, so I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. Okay, I think that consistency is almost perfect. I just want to give it a little taste. It's really good, but I feel like it's missing something. I do have some lime that I might try and add in. Yeah. That's what it needed. I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna pop this in a jar and keep it in the fridge, because then every night when I'm making my dinner, I'll just chop my salad up nice and fresh, and then I've got my dressing ready to go, which just makes life so much easier. Last thing on the agenda is lunches, and I've been absolutely obsessed with these scrambled egg bowls, and just to make my life a little bit easier, I tend to prep it 1 to 2 days in advance. Every time I prep this, I do 6 eggs scrambled up with a little bit of harissa seasoning, and then I have half that portion for today's lunch, and then I save the rest for tomorrow's, which means I'm just spending a lot less time throughout the week cooking. And while all of that's being scrambled up, I will saute some spinach, because apparently I am absolutely obsessed with spinach at the moment. And again, I add a ton of garlic, make it super yummy and fragrant, and then I will assemble my bowl. Okay, so we have our eggs. I'm just gonna add some of my sauteed garlic spinach, and then a very generous scoop of cottage cheese. I'm gonna do half an avocado, and then to add some crunch and also a little bit of colour, I'm gonna do some chopped up cherry tomatoes as well as some diced red onions. Gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then to top it off, just some sriracha hot sauce. Honestly, this meal is so filling, it's so delicious. I'm at the point where I'm craving it every day. Okay, it's officially my favourite time of the day. I absolutely love evenings in this flat. I love setting the vibe, putting on all my fairy lights, cozying up on the couch, and honestly just spending most of the evening vegging out watching TV. And I wanted to give a quick update because in my last video I talked about a book that I had finished, which was The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand, and I've just spent the last couple of days binge watching the Netflix series that was based on that book, and I wanted to give my thoughts because I didn't really 100% enjoy the book. If you didn't see my last video, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I felt like there was so much unnecessary fluff and irrelevant characters in there. It was longer than it needed to be, and the ending was hugely anticlimactic. So I was really hoping that they changed the ending in the TV show, which they did, and I'm so happy about it. I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I really felt like the show was so much better than the book. I think they did it really well. They added twists in there that I think the book needed, and the ending was actually what I thought the book was going to end as, but it didn't. I found the casting a little bit weird. I wasn't picturing Tag or Shooter to behave the way they did or look the way they did in the show compared to in the book, but I mean, that's going to be the same with everything. Overall, I really enjoyed the show a lot more than I liked the book, and that's a very rare opinion for me, but I'm really happy about the show. I found it very easy to binge. I love a good binge watch, and it was entertaining, so I would recommend that. And now I'm going to sit for a little bit longer, probably watch some Grey's Anatomy, but I'm going to end off this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.